mean, when we have conversations with people about other roles you've played, nobody seems to be able to put together that you're the same guy from any of the 4 or 5 movies they've had access to in this country. It's like, oh, he's the guy, the guy from Boyer is the guy from Social Network, is the guy. I mean, there's no connection at all. You seem to, do you intentionally look for that kind of variation? Are you a British guy looking to play a Brazilian who lived in Miami and ended up at Harvard? I mean,
finally.
Exactly. I think I'd probably be lying if there wasn't something I get off on of exploring something that is very different to my comfort zone or something that I'm bored of in myself. Do you know what I mean? I kind of like to, I think that's definitely a part of what excites me about the profession of acting and accessing the parts of yourself that you're too afraid to access in your actual life, where that will have repercussions. So yeah, no, in that respect, it's very, very interesting. I think it's something. Yeah, I think it's probably something I'm unconsciously attracted to. But also I just think predominantly it's difficult to find scripts and stories that are actually of worth and of depth and have actual things to say and have meaning and speak to you. So I think I just consider myself very lucky that I've managed to stumble into being a small cog in a machine in a beautiful machine for the very few movies that I've done, and I kind of appreciate each one in equally. But yeah, it's not like I don't think it's anything to do with, well, this will be a good idea to do. There's nothing kind of I don't know, Machiavellian about it. I think it's just, I don't know, a personal interest, I guess.
Do either of you get so lost in the role that you have to be off by yourself and stay in character on set and things like that, or are you both switching on and off as you need to?
I wouldn't characterize it as getting so lost in a role that you can't talk to other people, but you want to stay focused, and that's every actor I've worked with. You do anything you can to stay focused. Movie sets are such contrived and distracting environments. In addition to the camera in your face, there's 100 people there who are not trying to experience the same emotion that you're experiencing, and so it's really hard to stay focused. And I've never seen somebody do it as well as Andrew, and I learned a lot from him in this movie. The way he's able to kind of maintain focus throughout, not just a day, but through a week and through a month and through an entire shoot is extraordinary, and I took a lot from it. And but that's a thing that most not to diminish what I just said. Not to diminish what I just said. But staying focused is one of the very important things to do, and that doesn't mean you're psychotic and believe that you're real and that the set is all real. I mean, that's psychosis. But staying focused is something very different.
Yeah. That's very nice. You said nice things. Thank you.
Knowledge. Answers.
I think for this particular experience, I think I don't know. I think because we all young actors that care deeply about it and deeply about this particular being a part of this film, being in the company of each other, and there was a healthy competition, I think, between us. I say competition. Competition is probably the wrong word, but there was a certain enjoyment that I think we all took in going somewhere together, in accessing something. Yeah, the one morning that the one morning that was an awkward car ride was what was the awkward car ride morning?
I don't know.
The scene. It was the morning of the scene where I smashed your computer.
Oh, you mean for that? Yeah, right. Yeah, so as I was saying, driving Andrew to work every day, but in some of the more
trying to tell us something. Apparently.
Yeah. Don't say that. But in some of the more intense scenes, our car rides would be a little more quiet than the other days, and then certainly when we get to set, I wouldn't see Andrew for the rest of the day.
But what was incredibly easy and actually useful was, the relationship. I feel that we managed to. I don't know. From my side anyway, it was very easy for me to project and feel very strong feelings for Jesse as Mark and as Jesse, because I think that's what's wonderful is when you can blur that line and in a safe way, not in like a I'm gonna cheat on my girlfriend way with this man, but you know what I mean, like when it's when you can really personalize something and make that person's face mean something to you, and it was incredibly easy to do that with Jesse from the read through. I kind of fell in love with him very, very easily as a human being, and as a creative person, and just as a person generally. So when I had to convince myself I was being betrayed by him, it would have been harder with someone else. I would have had to work a lot harder to make that real to me. But imagining it was Jesse was just very moving and very upsetting, because we did develop something, from my point of view anyway, that felt very, very real and lived in and genuine.
So Sony and Scott got a giant movie erection about this film about 8 months ago. It hasn't gone down for a second since.
It's been described.
You got to really.
David Anson who said.
Yes, David Anson says. But it was truly you could feel the studio loving this thing and wanting it, feeling this way about this movie long before it came out, long before they get critics telling them what to think or anything else. Did you guys feel that from the process? Did you guys ever feel that along the way?
No, I didn't at all.
Well, when I read the script, I should say, when I read the script, I thought it was phenomenal. I thought this is absolutely phenomenal. I didn't expect the movie, frankly, to be as accessible as the reaction has implied it is. When we were making it, I thought, this is so odd, and like I thought, I don't know who would be able to understand this movie, and maybe it's just I also don't see movies ever, so maybe I'm not up on it. Whenever I do see a movie, which is like once a year, I don't understand what's happening. The last movie I saw is The Hangover, and I couldn't follow the plot of the movie.
There was none. It's okay.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
There's a bunch of guys trying to find their friend.
Well, no, I found out afterwards, and and I thought that was a cool idea for a movie. But no, and so when we were filming the movie, I just thought this. I just can't imagine who would understand this. And then when we did a college tour a few weeks ago, taking it around, and it was the first time I had experienced other people's reactions to the movie, and not only did they understand it, but their questions implied that they wanted to know more about the characters and understood it in such a thorough way that I was so surprised. And so when that happened, it confirmed for me that the movie would be that the reaction that was so positive made sense, because the only thing I thought was a liability was that it was, I thought, in a way, like too good, like almost too like too true to itself, that people might not understand it. It is very true to itself, but also people understand it, and that's wonderful.
So as we head into the award season, and you're both candidates being talked about all over the place.
Which autumn we're going into?
Huh?
Yeah.
It's begun.
In Los Angeles, they call that
they call it autumn award season.
That's right. Interesting. Well, autumn and winter, and then it usually starts in the summer. It takes forever.
Summer is called money here.
Oh, okay.
So is this intimidating? Or are you looking forward to it? Can you relax your way into it, or no?
I mean, it has nothing to do with us, really. I mean, the only thing we can control is what we did a year ago, and I think we both feel proud that people are acknowledging the movie this way. Everything I've ever worked on, when you're working on it, you think it's really great, and then the inevitable thing is that it comes out and you realize that it's not that. And maybe it's good, but it's not ever kind of what you were hoping for. This, I have to say, has been the opposite experience, where I thought it was good, I thought I liked doing it, and then it's come out and the reaction, if it's possible, surpasses what I hoped for or expected. That's a little shocking. It's always shocking. I mean, it's been consistently shocking this last few weeks traveling around with the movie. And it's great, and in a way, spoils you, because what Andrew and I had to do with it, we've done in other movies, which is act and feel comfortable about what we're doing. It just so happens that all the pieces in this came together, and that has less to do with us and more to do with the whole thing, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I think you put it perfectly. I don't think there's anything I can add to that. I think when you make a film, when you make a movie, I think of course so much hard work goes into it. Every film, the worst films probably have more hard work than the best films, and everyone involved everyone who's involved want people to respond to it like it's, because it's like the director, the producer, the writer, the actors putting their soul on a plate and kind of saying, hey, do you like my soul? Do you like our soul? Do you like our collective soul? And if someone goes, didn't like these people's souls. I didn't enjoy this.
David Anson.
Yeah, David. Who is this David Anson? I have no idea who this person is.
Like a film critic.
He's the retired film critic of Newsweek.
Right.
Oh, he
Okay,
retired.
so you're not actually treading on his toes by
I didn't know he retired.
Attributing his. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you thought you were treading on his toes?
Yeah.
Actually running LA Film Festival now.
Oh,
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know David Anson.
There you go.
I like him a lot. He's a nice guy.
He is.
Yeah, stop ragging on my friend.
I'm not ragging. He's my go-to film critic name. So
Positive or negative
should be honored.
reviews.
Yeah.
Should I finish what I was saying?
Please.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is, I think, for the most part, people don't like films, and then when collectively, for some whatever reason, there's a general positive response. I think it's terrifying, but also incredibly reassuring that you're not wasting your time, that you're not just wasting money and wasting time and wasting other people's time, and it kind of you kind of get convinced and kind of cheated into thinking that your life has a purpose for a second. Good night.
It's very strange. So tuxedos will be comfortable for you guys?
It's like that scene in the movie where Mark's the only one left at the office and the lights keep shutting off behind him. And it's
Future
so
plan this whole thing.
What's that? Yeah. It's such a sad scene.
Yeah,
that's what's happening here, except we're not
We're
not running major organizations. We're trying to talk about ourselves. Why do the lights keep going? I'm trying to talk about myself. Mark is running a billion-dollar organization.
And does a spider suit seem very easy after this?
No, nothing's easy. No, I don't find. No, I don't. No. I think that's going to be a massive challenge. I got a feeling it's going to be more challenging than anything I've ever done, and I feel putting on clothes in the morning is challenging, especially tight ones. I never tried really tight clothes. I used to swim, and that was just one little piece of clothing. But now it's like a whole body thing, and that's going to be boring every day to do.
Well, tuxedos will be until then at least. For the next 3-4 months.
Yeah, well,
you're going to be stuck in them.
What do we have to say to that? I didn't know what to say to that.
You're so shy.
It's the only pants I own, and they smell so bad.
So are you going to wear them with a tie? Is that the...
I think I'm only going to wear
Or
my
you get a
pants
hoodie
around
tuxedo?
for the rest of my life.
Just your pants.
Yeah. Just, I've been
We
traveling.
we could paint on a bow tie.
I don't even have enough
onto your
time.
skin.
I really don't have even enough time to do a laundry because I have one pair of pants. Like I try to get in early enough so that I can give them to the hotel because I've been traveling so much to do the laundry. But I'm going to be leaving in the morning and the laundry gets delivered at 10. Anyway, this is all to say I apologize for the scent I've brought in.